Yo, what up? So a while back I did a video on Final Cut Pro taking up all the space on your hard drive and how to fix that. And while I did give a quick solution to that, the long-term fix is getting something like these right here, a SSD hard drive to edit to. That's what we're going to be talking about today, mainly the pros and cons between the SanDisk Extreme and the Samsung T5. Let's get into it. But first and foremost, just a little bit of manners. Welcome, this is Creative Tech Lab. My name is Leo. This is probably your first time here. We talk a lot about run and gun videography, tutorials, all things creative, with a lot more other creative disciplines to come. So if you're into that kind of thing, stick around and you might like it. And then if you do, you know what to do. Today's also Thursday, which means it's a 3-minute Thursday where we tackle a subject in 3 minutes like you may be already familiar with on the platform. All right, so SSDs, why would you want one? As we mentioned there, you would want a dedicated hard drive just to alleviate the space on your hard drive. A lot of times your dedicated hard drive can get filled up really quick when it is that you're editing large video files. So having dedicated drives helps alleviate that space off your main hard drive. There are a couple different ones in this space. However, in my research, the two main ones that I come across and that I do have experience with are the Samsung T5 portable drive and the SanDisk Extreme. I do have the Samsung in 1 terabyte version and SanDisk is in a 500 gigabyte version. Not a main difference there, just in terms of size. Everything else should be pretty similar in terms of giving a comparison there. So let's put 3 minutes up on the clock and talk about some things. First and foremost is build quality. They both have different designs here. The Samsung has a sleek aluminum casing here to it, when the SanDisk has a rubber finish on it. Both of them have their pros and cons, which we will get into there, but none of them are lacking on build quality. So let's get into some portability metrics here. While this one is a 1 terabyte and this one is a 500 gigabyte, because they're SSDs, it shouldn't be that big of a difference. The Samsung does weigh in at 49 grams, whereas the SanDisk weighs in at 42 grams, 7-gram difference there, not making a big difference. The main takeaway that you want to know is that both of them are light in the hand or in your bag. So going along with the height there, the SanDisk is taller, but is also thinner on the edges as well as narrower there. So it does seem a little bit more portable than the Samsung. So let's just start durability here. Both of them are very durable. The SanDisk, however, does rate theirs as being water resistant and dust resistant. Can't drop it in water, but it does splashes and stuff should be taken care of. As well as this rubber finish does make it seem like it would be a little bit more shock resistant. However, do not sleep on the Samsung. In Potato Jet's full review of this unit right here, he dropped it from 10 feet high and it still performed well. But overall, small edge to the SanDisk just because it has the rubber finish and the way it is rated there, but you can't go wrong in terms of durability with either one. And then other little small details that differentiate these two units. The SanDisk does come with this little hole punch out right here, which allows you to clip it to something, your pocket, your bag, outside, whatever it is that you want to do there, which adds another layer of portability. The Samsung, however, though, does come with a small blue light, an activity light. So when you plugged in, you know that it's actually on and it actually flashes when it is working. Other minor details is the cables that they come with. The SanDisk comes with this smaller cable. I've actually damaged this cable putting it in and out of the bag just because it kind of doesn't really fold up, whereas the Samsung comes with a much longer cable and it does have this Velcro strap. For when it is that you fold it up, it just becomes a little bit more organized. So point to the Samsung there. But those are all minor little features and differences there. The main thing we want to know is how does it work with editing in real world use and in tests there. So in my actual experience, I haven't had any major difference in between the two units. I have edited mostly Sony footage between the A7 III, the A6400 and the RX100, 1080p and 4K. They both work really well on both of these units. However, in my actual speed test, the edge did go to the Samsung with the write speed clocking in at about 480 megabytes per second and the write speed topping out at around 520 megabytes per second, whereas the SanDisk only was clocking in at around 370 megabytes per second on the write speed with the read speed being around 500 megabytes per second. I do need to say though, in other tests that people have recorded online, the SanDisk did a little bit better, but I just thought I would share my experience between the two in terms of the tests that I did. And again, in terms of my actual usage, I haven't had any issues using the SanDisk, but the Samsung did come out on top there in terms of speed. And yeah, I need to check the time to see if I did the time. By the time I edit this, you'll see if we actually kept the 3 minutes, but hey, we're here talking, so it doesn't really matter. Conclusions, both drives are great. I tend to use the Samsung a little bit more. I like it a little bit more. Again, I like the cable on it. I like the activity light, and it's still pretty durable there. The only thing I would say there in terms of choosing the SanDisk, if you think you're going to be a little bit harsher in your environment, so just in your overall use, and you're going to be really rough on your gear, then maybe get the SanDisk, because I do perceive it to be a little bit more durable in terms of bumps and bruises there with the rubber coating. And again, it's rated at a little bit of water resistance and dust resistance there. But if you need to get one for editing and offloading footage, these are both pretty amazing. Moral of the story, go out, check to see what are the best deals. Links down below to check those out. And the pricing there, that does give a small kickback to the channel, which helps me out at no additional cost to you. If this video helped you out in any way, shape, or form, please go ahead and drop it a like. Check out some of the other videos that we have done here on the channel, and I will catch you in the next video. Big up yourself. Peace.